I took care of them all, Detective. I'm done with my share too. The chef has also been taken care of. Should we contact the Zwei Association then? That would be good. Don't put too much effort into the reports though. They won't believe all that thought-cooking nonsense anyway. I'll go and get some sleep first. Yes, ma'am. I suppose today's case was related to the Zwei Association? Yeah, we got a commission from the association. Sometimes we receive commissions from individual people, and other times we receive them from associations. And I'm guessing most of them have something to do with the distortions. It is a strange phenomenon that most people can't even explain after all. It's obvious that other fixers or associations would have a hard time dealing with that kind of issues. However, our detective is way more capable than any of them. That's exactly why she can solve those cases. Since she can see the distortions, it would only make sense that she is a professional regarding distortions. It's safe to say that her expertise in this department is nigh irreplaceable. Anyways, Ezra, was it? Confusing fucking name? We'll be heading back to our place too. Yep, see you tomorrow. Ah, Detective, you're back. Took you a while. Sure I did. The queue at Ham Ham Peng Peng is getting longer every day. Perhaps people want to check it out since it's first to open in the northern side. Bro, I want to check that out too. I heard they had to close it down or something. I don't know if they open it back up again. Kind of hoping they did. It would be kind of cool to like check their shit out, you know. Granted, I mean there is the bigger problem of having to go over to Korea, but like, you know, you cross that bridge when I come to it. I want to go to Ham Ham Peng Peng. It is what it is. Is there one for me too? Yes, got one for you just in case. You liked mustard sandwich, right? But who the fuck? What is wrong with you? You vile creature. Who likes mustard sandwich? Who likes mustard? Mustard is always the type of shit you get when ketchup isn't available. It's an affront to humanity. What, ketchup's better, but you know, whatever. Yep, yummy. No, it's not. Ham Peng mustard sandwich is the best. Okay, you know, maybe their mustard is good, but like most of the time that shit's ass. Like Heinz mustard, get that shit out of my face. Ah, by the way, Zwei sent us the rewards. That was pretty quick. They probably half-assed the paperwork, judging by how it was done in a single day. So anyways, to sum up this case, I'd say it was about an unappreciated cook who wanted to bring joy to the people in their own twisted way. Barely worth a crude urban legend, I suppose. We're seeing more and more distortions of this kind lately. If only wings or associations would actually try to take care of it. Hey, we took care of a lot of shit. We took out a lot of evil. We also took out some good people too, but we also took out a lot of evil, you know? These problems aren't even enough to be classified as urban plague. Such things are simply too trivial for them to actually be bothered by. Few dead backstreet dwellers aren't much of an issue. Whether it's because of a finger, bobel, or sweepers, people dying in the back streets is something that is naturally happening all the time. It's something that just can't be helped with. Oh, right. By the way, you're not actually gonna cut my salary, are you? That asshole chef's food really was the cause of the problem. If only you tried using that good memory for something better. I heard that. So I was kind of surprised to see, apparently I'm gonna fight the Thought Chef, again like a reminiscence where I just use my own shit. I don't know why. I also don't know what level of gear I'm meant to bring into this, so I just said, hey fuck it, already did the fight. Might as well try to speedrun it, you know? I got like Zhao's page, Jan's page, Argalia's page, that one's kind of obvious. I just plan on speedrunning it. Also, okay, I got some skins, right? I got Angela's, straight up like, or Angelica's, straight up copium, I know. It is what it is. You know, I wanted it. I also got Ains as well. Problem being, there's also like a head model. I thought I downloaded it. Apparently I didn't. So I don't know where the fuck that shit went. That could have been a virus, I don't know, but you know. He's got the lab coat. The hair's looking a bit funky. The ditto with the eyes as well, but it's close enough to Ain, so I'll take it. Okay. Looking on it, I don't think there's like an easy way I cheese the fight. And for the most part, it's just the same fight, so I'll just cut it. and see like if anything interesting happens midway through it, you feel me? Okay, so straight up. Looks like Zhao's page doesn't play terribly well with skins, so that's good to know. Looks like Roland's also tearing the ground apart. Oh no, that's actually just like the regular stage, but I decided to murder all the ones in the pack, and I feel as though this is actually the correct way to do it, so I believe I'm meant to get that, use it against that, and we'll see how this goes. Oh. That was meant to stagger. I could still get the kill off. But okay, yeah, okay. I did it wrong last time. As per the normal at this point, honestly, I feel as though whenever I go to play this game, I just find the stupidest way to do shit, and I mean, hey yo, it kind of works out, honestly. It's a wild phenomenon. Hey, I'll go burn them alive. Good shit. I need to kill the other ones too, or what? I mean, they're still fucked, so. Alright, nice. I'm a dumbass, but I pulled it back. Okay. so I don't know if I missed that because I'm a dumbass or because it didn't unlock until I finished the one to the left. But it looks like the one to the left is just, you do that if you want to like fight them with their own shit. But it looks like this is actually like the main story, so I figured it out now, but time to see what this is. Alright, okay, go back to reading. There is a haunted house. People disappear when they pass by that place. Another case for missing people, I see. How exactly do they disappear? No one knows who disappeared how. They're just gone. We only know that those people are not there anymore. Then it's either a memory manipulator or a reality warper. Okay, thinking on it. This shit is like Goosebumps, but more fucked up. You feel me? You like open up a page in the book and it's like some bullshit's happening. And then you like come down to the bottom of it. It's been a minute since I've read Goosebumps, so I don't know if it fully goes like that, but I'm pretty sure it does. So, it's interesting. But detective, I thought reality warpers only existed in your theories. Just because it only exists in theory doesn't mean we can be certain of its inexistence. What are you people talking about? Just some jargons related to our business. You don't have to worry too much about it. By the way, where did they go missing? It's somewhere around the plaza of Cherished Hopes. It's not that far from here. How did you know that they went missing? There are abandoned objects that has traces of those missing people. They're strewn about in places. Like bikes on the street, cars, or cups that they use inside their homes. And most of all, the furnitures in my attic were placed in a way as if someone had been living there until today. Does that mean one of your family members went missing? That's the strangest part, because I live alone. Everything will be revealed once we're done with the investigation. There is no need to worry. What if I did have a family just like you said? And if they've been kidnapped and killed, what do you want to do in that case? Find whoever's responsible, then make them pay for it until they beg for mercy. That sounds right for the city. Uncompromising. I see. Alright, everything looks good, sir. You're gonna say that to me. Motherfucker comes in like, hey, I feel as though a family member of mine may or may not have been kidnapped and murdered. And then she goes like, alright, yo, everything looks good and golden. This is a bit fucked up. Now, shall we talk about the commission fee? Did he get the case? Yes, I'm currently discussing a few things related to the case with Ezra. My mind always autocorrects to Urza. I mean, like, Ezra's like, that's like the first time I've heard somebody named Ezra, you know? Like, it's a new one. Are you sure she can be trusted with? She seems rather dumb. I mean, simple-minded. Ezra may look like a clumsy child, but she knows how to gauge the seriousness and difficulty of her share of work. She may not be able to see distortions, but she's trustworthy enough for me to let her handle things. So, have you got any ideas as to what this case could be? Roughly. Although we'll have to get to the location ourselves for more details. On surface level, this appears to be a simple disappearance case. Disappearance? Indeed. However, there is something very unusual about it. No one can remember those who went missing. Someone had certainly existed, but they were forgotten as if they weren't. Is that even possible? But that sounds like a shit way to go. If I die and everyone forgot about me, that would be fucking terrible. I at least want like one person to mourn when I'm dead, you feel me? So, that would suck dick. Very much, considering the nature of distortions. Detective, I'm done writing the contract. The client went back to her home. Plaza of Cherished Hopes, he said. We're leaving right now. Yes, ma'am. Do I bring the usual gadgets? Sure. Well then, shall we get prepared too, my rider? Yeah, here we are at the Plaza of Cherished Hopes. What are we gonna do next? Wait here until nightfall? Judging from our client's description, the distortion we're looking for this time is highly likely to be a location type. There's no need to wait until nighttime, as we can simply look for distorted buildings. But detective, only you can see those buildings, those weird buildings. Is there anything we can do? See if there's abandoned stuff around that lost their owners. That's what this distortion is all about. A few minutes later. I haven't found anything particularly weird. Didn't see anything remarkable either. There are quite a lot of distorted buildings around the plaza. Windows with eyes, apartments floating in the air, doors with teeth, rooms filled with water. Doors with teeth. Wasn't there like one movie there was like a haunted house with teeth? I'm getting just way too sidetracked with it. I know that just unlocked a memory for me. Unlocked like the Avatar stay with that one. That shit brought me back to my childhood. It's not gonna be easy. Still, there's a certain trait that stands out. It devours people. And the devoured ones are forgotten from memories. I'm tired. Orlando, focus. Ezra, quit yawning, and Ezra, look for any place around here that provides goods or services for charity. For charity? Would that kind of place even exist in back streets? Oh shit, she's got a point though. Like, she is a bit of a dumbass. But she's also, like, she's incredibly smart. It's weird. Backstreet people? Doing something for free? Even when they are too busy trying to survive themselves? Could there be such a... Preferably a place where people who don't have a job would go. Oh, right. There was this place called... what was it? Something? Really narrows it down, Orlando. I appreciate it. There used to be a soup kitchen named Lumiere's Soup Kitchen. Is it sponsored by anyone? Nope. Seems to be run by an individual. I have a hunch. Let's go and see. Didn't you say it was a soup kitchen? I did. It even says so right there. What does this place look like in your eyes, detective? A photo studio. Aged and worn out. So this place looks like a soup kitchen to you three. Yep. Correct. Every morning, these serve free meals to orphans and elderly people living in poverty. Okay, that's how you can tell that shit is sketch right there. Yeah, that is giving free meals to people in the back streets. Nah, that shit would have to be poisoned, bare minimum. Like, nah, that's too weird. Seems like we're in the right place. Like, who would actually trust that? If I was in the back streets and somebody was like, free meals, I'd be nah, you're gonna drug me and like human traffic me or some shit. Don't trust that immediately. Like, immediately, nah. Well then, should we use the ferry? Huh? You're gonna use that expensive thing here? I agree. It's not like you know it costs a fortune to get a charge one time. Wait. It's not like you don't know it costs a fortune to get a charge one time. Oh, okay, gotcha. This is just a worn down tent. We can use the entrance like normal people would. I'm seeing a door sealed with a large padlock. Plus, I don't appreciate the way you talk to me. I'll have to cut your pay for that. Just kidding. Don't you think you're having a bit too much fun with that? I feel like I'm losing at least 10 years from my life every time I hear that. Why? Do you actually wish to have your pay cut? Nevertheless, we won't need to wait until night to get this case done. Me seeing an old tent as a photo studio, the distortion has manifested quite much at this point. We should be able to interfere with it now. So, do we just go it? Hold on. You shouldn't just barge into a closed-off section of someone else's mind. You're gonna knock first? Will that really help? Huh? What did you just do? The entrance opened up on its own. I simply showed a little courtesy. You weren't happy about using the ferry, then the other option for dealing with a closed door is to knock. Wow, it's much bigger on the inside. Now I see why you said it looks like a photo studio. Bro, I swear to God, there was a Goosebumps book with like a photo shoot. Like, I swear to God, I'm not imagining that. this shit is bringing me back to my childhood, but deadass. I'm not wrong on that, I think. These walls are filled with photos. Could those people in the photo be the victims? Perhaps. Now that I'm looking at it closely, they are all photos of dead people. I thought they were just sitting there. Halt, everyone quiet. Yo, what the fuck is that? This room, it's breathing. I could even feel the heartbeat. It feels gross. This place has devoured quite a lot of people. Over there, there's an elderly person dying. Bro, they're already dead. Yo, dead ass. If you look like that, I don't think there's any way of resuscitation. I think they're long gone. Oh no, this person is about to die. The breath is weaker than that of this room. This person has died alone and forgotten. Who is you? Lonely photographer. Okay, well that's a name. This is a place of memorial. Yikes. I remember each person in their photograph. I take pictures of them and frame them. Who are you? I'm a photographer. I believe I should be the one asking who you two are, in fact. Okay. Don't get fucking testy with me, boy. Dead ass. Listen, your distortion makes you a fucking like camera. Your dead ass like a Sony camera. I've seen your ass in Best Buy before. Don't talk shit. I'll deploy an EMP grenade. It'll kill you on the spot. I don't want to hear it. This is Moses, the Distortion Detective, and I'm the talented sidekick as Al. Must you reveal our identities so carelessly? We're fixers. We actually got a request about a recent cases of disappearance. Huh? Disappearance, you say? So, they do realize that much at least. But what would be the point of it at this point? What do you imply? These people were considered non-existent even when they were alive. But now, when they're about to die, people just notice their absence. How tragic. Yeah, I suppose. Did you lure them here with free meals to kill them? No, I didn't. I'm simply remembering the people who are bound to be forgotten, like Miss Agnes over there. I take pictures of them so that they can be memorialized in this room. Yep. That's creepy as hell. But hey, before you die, let me take a photo of you. What are you gonna do with it? I'm gonna hang it up on my wall. Every day I'm gonna look at it and remember you lived. It's like, you know. Actually, after saying that out loud, it still is creepy as hell. But I mean, it's also a bit wholesome. After saying it out loud, it's a bit wholesome. Still like something a fucking psychopath would do, but in the city, that's pretty much the norm anyway, so. This place, the back streets, it's filled with people who are dying alone. No one ever mourns for them. I realized as I worked that there's no one for these people at the end of their desolate lives. This is why I want to remember them. After kidnapping all those innocent people, this is what you felt? Is this some kind of sick joke? Not at all. My work was accompanied by an awful stench. Usually, when there was putrid, unbearable odor coming from somewhere, neighbors reported with loud complaints and curses. Then I go and retrieve the body. So you were a mortician who usually dealt with people that died lonely deaths. Yes, my work was to look for such bodies in the streets of District 14 and direct funerals for them. As part of the welfare plans of N Corp's Nest, I've arranged funerals for 253 people. And for all those funerals, not a single mourner showed up. Truly, it's simply tragic. I decided to take one last photograph of the deceased before I retrieved their bodies, so that at least I could remember them. But then, I thought this was a soup kitchen. I got fired. The Nest said they didn't need any more tax wasters, such as morticians like me. Funerals are for the living, after all. I'd meet the same fate, since I don't have anyone to remember me. For our lives to be meaningful, The memories have to be passed on somehow. So we've decided to remember each other. Remembering that we existed and lived in this city. What a little bullshit. Bullshit, huh? Why, what a violent man you are. You're just distorted. How would that in any way justify kidnapping people coming to your tent for free meals? Are you even certain whether they'll die alone or not? But it's obvious. It's so apparent that they'll all die in their own rooms, abandoned and forgotten by all. You, sir, gentleman in a black suit, you seem like you're familiar with backstreet life. You know well, don't you? Only loneliness awaits at the end of backstreet people's lives. Damn. I mean, he's correct, but he may set off the ticking time bomb that is the black silence, so I wouldn't recommend it. Eventually, no one will stand by their deathbed. Shut it. Oh my. Roland? Yep. It's Orlando. We remember each other, and we'll be forgotten in peace. We have the right to not have our existence forgotten by anyone so ruthlessly. Right. To not be forgotten. Remembering each other? Not even funny. People like you don't have rights to take memories from others. You just didn't want to sink into oblivion all by yourself. You're trying to force your own loneliness out by dragging others into the same pit you're in. No. No, that cannot be. You're no more than a kidnapper. All you did was to kidnap people who were in the same shoes as you because you yourself were afraid of being forgotten. That's right. You're nothing but a criminal. Shut the hell up, all of you. You will never understand the unspeakable pain of loneliness I have witnessed. How pathetic. Spilling nonsense as if you know anything about being lonely. Right. You'll all end up forgotten anyways. I'll be the one remembering you forever. You two have rights not to be forgotten. Bro, yo listen, he could say that and try to like laugh and shift off what just happened. Bro, he got roasted by 4 people. 4 people were cooking this man. Goddamn. He walked into this shit and just dismantled every argument he has, and now he's like, okay, I'm fighting now. The verbal argument, that shit has been lost like a while ago, back to combat. Like, he straight got fucking cooked. He came in here talking about loneliness and shit, nah, roasted. Ezra, get ready. Yes, ma'am.